morning, year one. How are you? How was your weekend? Did you get a little bit soggy? I know I did. I went for a walk with Mrs. Bozier and Mrs. Norton and Miss Ingram, and we got absolutely soaked. But it was nice to get out in the fresh air anyway. Okay, for this week's home learning, you've got your speaking and listening task, and it is to speak about a sea creature of your choice. What sea creature have you been learning about so far? What facts do you know about them? Do you know a really interesting or a funny fact, a bit like the jellyfish that has a mouth that's also its bottom? Why don't you tell those facts to an adult or your brother and sister and see if you can tell them a did you know fact that really knocks their socks off. For your reading activity this week, you've got your Bug Club books as normal, but I've also put on a book for you to look at called Sea Snaps, and I've got it up on the board behind me. So if you look at this book, you've got your focus sounds that you're going to be looking at. So you've got the Y making an E sound, like in the word wriggly, okay, or wiggly. Okay, so sea snaps. So I'm going to go through, and it says, "Hi, I'm called Helen. I take photos of plants and animals. Today I'll take photos under the sea. Come and see." Now I can look at some of those creatures there, and I know that one because we learnt about sharks last week. Ooh, look at those suckers on that. Ooh, could it be an octopus? What's this spiky thing over here? I'll let you read through and find out which sea creatures she meets in that book. If you don't have access to the computer, have you got any non-fiction books at home about the sea or sea creatures? Have a read, see what you can find out about one sea creature, and try and jot down some notes that will help you with your writing task this week. As your challenge, I've said that you can use the internet, if you've had your adult's permission, to go on and find out even more interesting facts. There might be a video or two. The National Geographic website for children is a really good site to look at for information about sea creatures. I wonder what you'd be able to find out. So in your writing task this week, you're going to research. That means find out information from a non-fiction book or from the internet about a sea creature of your choice. Now I know many of you did this last week, but why don't you choose a different sea creature this week? The DK website has got some fantastic information about different sea creatures. And your second part of that activity is then to write your fact file. Don't forget your title, your subheadings, your sentences arranged into paragraphs, pictures with labels, and a really good did you know fact. For your phonics this week, I thought I would ask you to use your computer to type in the website Top Marks Games. And on there, there's a really good game called Forest Phonics. And it helps you with spelling some words. So you'll have to click on the snail, and the snail leaves its horrible slime and a whole line of letters. And you need to spell the word that it's asking you for. So I think one of the words might have been slime, and it was looking for that split digraph I. So you have to put the letters in, and then you can click on the snail to check. So have fun with that one. And for your maths this week, you're going to watch Rock and Roll Grandma and Grandpa, Jack Hartman, counting to 100. And then we're moving on to learn about time. So you're going to use different words to be able to sequence things in the right order. So you'll be using words like before, after, first, next, tomorrow, yesterday, the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do you have a days of the week song that you know? I know there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday, days of the week. So you can, that's one that I remember the days of the week from, but you might know of another one, okay? So activity 1 is on the sheet here, which is in your online learning, and you're going to read the sentences carefully and then fill in the right word. So here, the words that they're looking for are before and after. So which picture shows before, which picture shows after? And then you fill in the right word in the box. Okay, your challenge activity is the days of the week activity. Now this needs quite a bit of thinking, a bit of problem solving, okay? So it's asking you to underline the days before Thursday. So you put a line under any days that come before Thursday, and then it's asked you to put a circle around the days that are after Thursday. Then it's got some challenge questions. Get your thinking caps on, have a go. Have you ever used a calendar before? I know some of us have seen diaries, and I have my black diary that I normally use at work, but have you used a calendar? Now a calendar is normally something, well, on my computer it comes up. Oh, I can't show you actually. I'm going to see if I can show you a calendar. 1 second. Can you see my calendar up on my computer screen? So today it's showing the 29th day of the month of June, and the year is 2020. Now you'd use your calendar in your maths challenge this week. So you have got activity 2, questions 1 and 2 is where you're using a calendar. So if I was going to use my calendar, and I would say, looking at my calendar, what day of the week was the 3rd of June? So I go to my calendar and I look at the days of the week. There they are, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I wanted to know the day of the week that the 3rd of June was. So I look for the number 3, 1, 2, 3, that means it's the 3rd day, and if I go up it means that Wednesday, it was on a Wednesday the 3rd of June, okay? So use the calendar on your sheet to answer the questions. Now, using a calendar can be a bit tricky at first, but have a go. I will be back later on with some more learning for you on your foundation subjects. See you soon.